Mushroom Kale Navy Bean Burgers.
Hi foodies, I'm going to show you how quick it is to make burgers. This is a no recipe. I went to my food prep on my fridge. I have a list of what we have there. I have some navy beans, white navy beans, and I have some groats that are already cooked. So I also have some homemade barbecue sauce. So I'm going to be making burgers, and I bet you Jay is going to be happy about that one. So I put some kale in here, about probably a cup and a half, and I'm going to grind it up, mince it. Basically, you need a binder, which is going to be my groats. And I'm also going to get some super seeds that I'm going to add to it, because the super seeds are going to have chia, but they're also going to have flax and hemp parts. And the flax meal will help it come together. So I think I'm going to mince this even further. And then I'm going to air fry them. And I am going to put gloves on just because I do not want to be fighting with getting all of this on me. So there's my kale. And now I was going to saute these mushrooms, but I'm going to use some of them to put them in my burgers because it will give it a very good flavor. I just kind of threw these mushrooms in the pot, and I was going to, 5-second warning, right? Don't tell anybody. You're the ones that are eating it. Okay. I was going to saute them, but I'm just going to grind them up, and they're going to go into the mixture. I have more mushrooms, and I have some portobellos that I can also do later if I want to do the mushrooms. But I'm just going to use them ground up in these burgers, and we'll see how many burgers come out. Get all of it out of here. So now I've got kale, and I've got ground up mushrooms, which were baby bellas and white ones, white button. It's making a lot of noise. All right. So now I'm going to put some of the groats in here. And the groats are going to be our base. And you guys see I'm not measuring. I'm just kind of eyeballing. I'm going to take this whisk out of here. And I actually had just made my soy yogurt in the Instant Pot. I did the recipe for my soy yogurt. I'm using the same exact bowl that I mixed my soy yogurt base that is in the Instant Pot right now, because why do I need to wash it? It just has soy milk in it. It's not going to do anything to this. So if you see that you're flowing through your kitchen from one recipe to the other, use your stuff without washing it if it doesn't interfere. So now I'm going to put some of the navy beans, and I might want to mash these. I think I'm going to do about a cup's worth. So the navy beans are going to be, all of this has protein, but the navy beans are our primary source of protein. I'm going to mash them up a little bit. And since I'm being lazy, I'm not even going to put them in my little processor because they'll become a paste and it'll be a nightmare to pull out. Here's the other thing. If I wanted to, I could take those white navy beans and make a navy bean hummus. I have some aquafaba in the fridge. That's another part of my prep that I know is in there. So I could put aquafaba and a little tahini and some spices and make some navy bean hummus. But let's not go there because we have to finish the burgers. All right, so I'm going to do a cup and a half of the navy beans. We already did a cup before. I'm going to add about another half a cup. And I'm just mashing them, but not perfectly. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to bind it. You just want it mashed enough so that it binds. All right, so now the seasoning. I'm going to put some garlic and onion powder. This is onion powder, garlic powder, and now I've got some salt-free seasoning. You guys know you can be liberal, and some minced onion that's dried. You guys can be liberal because it doesn't have sodium. So you know what? I only have a little bit in here. I'm going to finish it up. It's just going to add flavor to it. And it's going to make me cough because it was dusty. All right. So now I am going to add some of the super seeds. So just 1 scoop. I save these scoops from protein powder bags, and I put them in all my other bags because they become very helpful if they don't come with it. I'm doing 1 whole scoop of the super seed. Super seed is hemp parts, chia seeds, and flax meal. I get it on Amazon because Jay uses this for his oatmeal, which reminds me he needs oatmeal in the fridge because I was looking at the food prep list and there is no oatmeal made. So he'll have to make his oatmeal. So this super seed, I'll keep it out because he's going to use it. He uses it for his oatmeal prep. So now I'm going to put some of my barbecue sauce in here. And I'm just going to gauge it about 1/2 cup. I'm going to mix it up and see if it binds. Here we go. Okay. I am seeing that it's binding. Maybe it doesn't need any more. And you could use things like oatmeal, quinoa, you know, whatever grains you had in your fridge to make these burgers. We're not using oil or anything. I'm going to put liners. You don't have to, but I'm going to put liners in my air fryer. I'm going to put my gloves on so that I don't have to I keep these gloves. I keep cases and cases of them. Well, not that many cases, but I keep them in my kitchen, and I do art. So because I paint and I do art and I put them on for my art, I use them for cooking or for my art. All right, so here are the burgers. Look at that. It even looks like ground meat. The groats lend themselves for burgers. They really do. Highly suggest groats. These are going to be barbecue-y burgers. Jay's going to be happy about these because he loves barbecue and loves burgers. So there's one. And we're going to air fry them. And here's the other one. There's only one word that will get him out of here, or that will get him in here, and it's the word cookies. If I'm making cookies, then he runs out. But I'm not making cookies today. But there are cookies in the food prep, which I'm not sure. I think I did write them in my food prep list. I have a glass board that goes on the side of the fridge, and on that glass board we keep the list of the things that are inside our fridge. So, and one of them is energy balls, which are round cookies. All right, so here's our other burger. I'm going to try to make them look like a burger. And see, they're not perfect. Some of them have the beans whole in them, but it doesn't matter. So there we go. And I think this is going to end up being, let's see, 4 or 5 burgers. There you go. So you don't need to buy a burger blend. You don't need to run to the store for it. Although when I do, I love my Plant Strong ones. I love my Plant Strong burgers because I can enhance them. I can make them quickly just as is, but I also can add things to them and make even more portions out of them by using the Plant Strong burger bags. But here we go. Super easy and quick to make your own burger. I am going to see if this is 1 or 2. I think this might be only 1 more. So this one is going to have to be cooked separately. And there we go. This is going to be a ginormous one. And we can eat these in a pita bread, a whole wheat pita bread, or Ezekiel. Right now we have Ezekiel. I wish I had a square hamburger maker, because I'd make it square. And then we could eat it on our Ezekiel bread, but we're just going to eat them round. Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to take out the little one, and I'm going to cook the big one. See? And we are going to put them in the air fryer. And I am done with this. And I will show you guys what they look like before being baked in the air fryer.
Check your burgers to see if they're getting golden and turn them once at around 12 minutes. Continue to air fry them until golden.
Hi foodies, I'm back. So our burgers are done. We air fried them at 390. I would say for about 25 minutes is the perfect number. But you just need to keep checking them. I flipped them over once. And we heated up our barbecue sauce, and we're going to be putting some barbecue sauce on the bread. Do you want some tzatziki on yours?
With barbecue sauce?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So, so we're just going to put barbecue sauce on them. And then we're going to be putting some spicy pickles that we made yesterday or the day before, where we just took half apple cider vinegar, half distilled vinegar, added some maple syrup, and put some veggies and shallots and such in there. So I'm going to fish some of these out, and I'm going to put some jalapenos in there too. So it'll be a spicy little burger combo. So there we go, 2 pickles on that one, and then 1 pickle on this one. And then we are also going to put some baby spinach as our lettuce for our burger, and a tomato, which I sliced up earlier. There we go. And I'm going to give Jay the giant one, and I will take the medium one. And we are doing them on Ezekiel bread. You could do them on whatever you want. You could do them on, you could do them on pita, whole wheat pita, or a whole wheat burger bun. Texas. I'm going to cut them in half. And I'm going to show you what they look like. These came together in 10 minutes. The longest part was actually baking them in the air fryer, air frying them. There you go. Some navy bean, kale, mushroom, groat burgers with what we had in the fridge from food prep. So use what you have. Just make sure you bind it with something like oats or cooked quinoa, even rice you could use. And then use a bean that you mash up, and you're going to make your burger. Mushrooms always gives it moistness, or you could add very minced onions to it. It will also give it some moisture. Bye guys, hope you're having a happy day.
These burgers turned out super moist and delicious.